It all began on an unusually bright spring morning, the kind that makes even the dullest neighborhoods come alive. The sun reflected off polished driveways and freshly trimmed hedges, illuminating the rows of pastel-colored houses in perfect harmony. Every lawn looked like a magazine cover, meticulously curated, symmetrical, and predictable. And then there was my house, a modest two-story home with character. It had faded blue siding and a small porch swing that creaked in the wind. I had lived there for 3 peaceful years without a single issue until she moved in, Karen. From the moment her luxury SUV rolled into the cul-de-sac, the atmosphere shifted. She was the self-appointed queen of neighborhood standards, a woman who treated the HOA rule book like scripture. Within a week, she was organizing community improvement meetings and passing out pamphlets about visual cohesion. At first, I didn't pay much attention. I wasn't the type to get involved in neighborhood politics. But that all changed the day I decided to repaint my house. The blue had dulled over time, so I chose a warm, earthy shade of terracotta, a color that reminded me of sun-baked clay and summer evenings. I spent days scraping, sanding, and painting, proud of how vibrant it looked under the sunlight. But as soon as the last coat dried, I felt eyes on me. Curtains twitched, doors cracked open, and then came the letter, a neatly folded envelope, tucked under my doormat, embossed with the HOA logo. Inside was a typed notice stating that my color choice did not align with the community aesthetic, and that I must repaint within 14 days. It was signed by none other than Karen herself, the newly elected HOA president. At first, I thought it was some sort of misunderstanding. I double-checked the HOA handbook. Nowhere did it mention anything about approved paint colors. So, I ignored it. I had better things to do than worry about one woman's obsession with beige. But Karen didn't ignore me. Soon, she began her campaign. She spoke to neighbors during her morning jogs, gesturing toward my house with exaggerated dismay. I overheard her muttering about property values and eyesores. Her voice carried across lawns and driveways like the hum of an angry bee. Then the complaints escalated. She called the city to inspect my house for unpermitted alterations. She filed noise complaints when I played music while gardening.